Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I begin my speech today, let me introduce myself first. My name is Akhmad Hafi Ferdiyadi. I am a second-year student Elektromedical Engineering of Unggulan Kalimantan Teknik. I am Mahasiswa berprestasi of Unggulan Kalimantan Teknik 2024. According to Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs), goal for quality education, ensure inclusive and equitable quality education, and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Globally, it is estimated that up to 1 billion children aged 2 to 17 years old have experienced physical, sexual, emotional violence, and neglect in the past year. In 2023, cases of violence against children up to 30%. Mostly at home and schools. Indonesian National Commission for Child Protection said that throughout 2023, there were 3,547 complaints regarding cases of child rights or violence. Violence against children and youth includes all forms of physical, sexual, emotional violence, neglect, negligent treatment, and exploitation. Violence against children includes many different forms. It can happen in the home and in the community. Types of violence include child maltreatment, bullying, physical fighting among peers, sexual violence, and dating violence, as well as assault associated with peers and gang violence. It may start in younger age groups and then escalate further, continue into adulthood. Violence that occurs in children has a multiplier impact because, apart from the current impact, this event will be imprinted on the memory and will affect his or her future life when he or she grows up. Emotional wounds will be felt by children and who get abused, and not only that, mental health will also be disrupted. There will be trauma and decreased brain performance and so on. Childhood is a period of growth that should not be filled with something that causes trauma and negative impacts in the future. Let children grow up safe and non-violent. Lack of sex education in children could cause the violent or sexual abuse done by adults. Parents should give the lesson about early sex education to the children so that they have the right knowledge about it and know how to treat and look after it. Comprehensive sex education is a critical component of sexual and reproductive health care. Developing a healthy sexuality is a core developmental milestone for child and adolescent health. Comprehensive sexuality education, or CSE, gives young people accurate, age-appropriate information about sexuality and their sexual and reproductive health, which is critical for their health, and survival schools can implement comprehensive sex education curriculum across all grade levels. Ideally, sexuality education should also be covered at home. Home is where individual values, beliefs, and expectations can be shared, and it's important that parents are available to answer questions and provide support. Developing a healthy culture at home. However, sexuality education is a lifelong process, sometimes beginning earlier at home with trusted caregivers. The importance of teaching various themes such as protecting sensitive areas, maintaining the health and hygiene of genital organs, addressing religious norms related to interaction with the opposite sex, and respecting the privacy of others. By providing children and young people with adequate knowledge about their rights, and what is and is not acceptable behavior, sexuality education makes them less vulnerable to abuse. Maybe